So for me, tech has been like, it goes back to like 6th, 7th class probably in school. So like there used to be HTML, right? So I remember like this very fondly that like the person beside me was using marquee tags on HTML, and I was like, damn, that's so cool. And then I started just deep diving into HTML and everything. And then in 11th class, I think I was picked up by Intel as a part of their cohort. So there was an AI for youth cohort that like got students into AI. So that is how I started. And then in August last year, I got into Web3. So it's just been a different stack, but I've been into tech for a long time.
Like I won't lie, but the Markoi thing, I was that kid in the school who like spreaded Markoi for me in like 6th class. And like majorly like tech, like I said, like I like engineering in general, I want to build things, but like, currently tech is the medium, and also like it's where I enjoy it and also like I can be good at it. It's like that intersection for me.
Honestly, for me, it's majorly looking at a website and seeing that it's deployed by me, and looking at code on a website and seeing that, yeah, I wrote this feature or I wrote that feature, or just like this is my ideation that has come to life. So,
And like for me, it's like just the same, but like but a spice of fun, having fun and all. Like yeah, like it just feel fun, right? Writing code and something you're deploying.
yeah, so I am pretty hard set on Web3, and especially like I've been exploring different chains. I've been experimenting with token streaming for a while. So I've been just building, like randomly checking out stuff that interests me, and I can just like building stuff on what is actually like I feel like this could be a good opportunity to build on, or this is something I want to figure out. For me, like this sheer openness of opportunities for now, that it has opened like such a broad view of mind that like everything that is Web 2 is already can be made in Web 3. It hasn't already been made, and it's an engineering problem. An engineering problem is what drives me. So what excites me is just figuring out like just solving engineering problems. And Web3 also introduces a lot of new stuff like AMMs and everything, or like rather than order books, you have AMMs. So that side of things also interests me a lot.
Like Web3 is like obvious. I'm dabbling with Web3, but like at the moment, like I was like kind of lost with AI. I was messing around with GPT and all. Like we built AI, man, pretty focused on NFTs. But like he said, like Web3 is like pretty engineering focused. Like we enjoy solving engineering problems, and that's what I'm trying to learn. Like he's more into he's deep into Web3. Like I was dabbling more of design, front end, like getting into it like slowly and all. So I'm having fun with it. It was actually like not like this was like we didn't even expect this. Like I DM'd him randomly, like this is the idea, and I'm gonna just try it. I don't even remember like how I got the idea. So I started like googling and all. So I found something. I found some GitHub repos. I cloned them and like tried to copy and launch. So I made a decent UI in like a week, and I just sent him. And we were like, just let's try building. Like the first project together, we just wanted to hang out, and we built this. We shipped this. And then it just blew up. Like in the first week, we got 500 users, and that was something we didn't even expect. Like we were up at 2 a.m. changing APIs. Like we were paying for them. So like I even recall like sitting in my coaching class, like I was like sneaking API calls from like from my phone. I was changing those API keys.
Yeah, so like there's a like he texted me that I'm having my physics lecture right now, and he's on Vercel trying to change the API keys, making new Google accounts for new API keys. So
I made like 10 accounts that day. It's a fun project, like, but we also have something. So AI Mint have basically been that playground for us, like, to experiment all of the ideas. Like, even if it's Web3 or AI, we just want to try. So, like, this is that ground for us. So it's like a fun thing, but we're still taking it forward. We're experimenting with what we can. Like AI drop, like GPT drop, we want to try something with that. Like he said, token streaming, that was a hint. We want to try something with that. So we're working on this, but like we have other things in the store as well.
So we have made it pretty autonomous, right? That it works without us tinkering with it. But as and when, if we have an idea or if we see an opportunity, then we are open to developing more on it.
Yeah. I'll just say like you know, attempt more, like try to do it more, like people just leave and all. But even if you build something, like start sharing it. Like for us, like first I just casually like tweeted it about it, and like that's where everything began. So sharing is important, like, and even before sharing, like actually shipping the product, like not leaving it behind, like that's something like we are both like like it's something kind of a rule for us. Like we have to ship this. So like we don't leave projects. Like either we ship it or then like we just scrape it entirely off.
And we can surely see enthusiasm. Maybe
Yeah.
they're just not that well furnished. Not even well furnished. They're just usually like, I have friends who haven't just published their code anywhere.
Yeah.
So the one advice that I would give is just publish your code, put it on like some website.
Like just show it to
just
to
post it
others.
somewhere.
Like,
People might just end up using it.
like just take feedback. Like just ask someone like how does it like. You know.
Yeah, great projects just sometimes remain on local hosts.
Yeah.
And if you're a backend engineer like me, so I didn't have a front-end engineer, so a lot of my projects have just been backend centric, and then I had to abandon them because I didn't know front-end. So I would just recommend that get yourself a partner like who knows front-end, and then you can just go on from there.
So like many people have asked me that same question. So what I personally do is like, so like if I have to learn a new language, like I'm diesel learning Rust. So what I do is like I learn till a certain threshold. So like to basically understand data types and all. So then I just like start off like any project. I know a lot of things. I don't know them, but just Google them for hours and hours. Like it's a bit long, but like I just learn on the way. Like if I need to learn this new technology, I just learn it. So it's not like I'll do this course first, then. So I'll start first and then learn.
Yeah, I have.
But before starting, I also learn like a threshold of it to like get context.
I have a like slightly different approach to this. I am more documentation centric, so I usually try to read documentations and stuff beforehand and do courses, like more of that courses. But this is something that I have learned, that you need to stop somewhere. That you just kind of get into documentation hell after a while. That you just keep reading docs, and you just like get bored with the time. So what I would recommend is, once you are confident enough that you can create something, just start following tutorials, and that just sparks an idea inside your mind, and then you can build something.
There's another downside of documents, like if you read too much, you're like overwhelming. Like, it's like I don't think I can do this. Like that feeling of it.
Yeah, so the experience is like absolutely surreal, and like just meeting people here, getting feedback from them, and actually some of them knew our project, and like even like we had so many mutuals with people that we didn't know about. So we have like networked a lot, and we've just gotten good feedback on it. And we're in Hyderabad. This is my first meetup IRL event, so it's just very exciting for me.
Like I even have a like a little funny story about this. So the 3 days before, like I got the mail to come here, I was like randomly googling a T-Hub. So like I just like somehow mil gaya. And I was like this is place is cool. I want to go there one day. And like 3 days after, I get this mail like to come to T-Hub. But that was like kind of very overwhelming for me personally.